Marketing manager of Reliable Car and Truck Rentals, a local company. I'm just looking today to find out about new innovations, learn anything about smartphones and anything I can use in my job.
Sorry, can you guys sit evenly around the table if that's all right? Thank you so much. Who are you and what are your passions?
My name is Jeremy Waldron. I have passions in track and field and soccer primarily. I also have a passion in digital marketing. I want to gain a deeper understanding from this conference in it too.
Costa?
Cool. I'm Costa. I'm the president of the Marketing Association here at UIT. As for sports, I like playing golf. Golf is my favorite sport. And I'm here to kind of learn about how technology is like changing the marketing field and how marketers can use new technology to reach customers.
I'm Michaela. I'm the postgrad marketing management student from Hamburg. I have about 2 years of agency experience.
A little bit louder, sorry.
Sorry. Agency experience in experiential promotions. Some of my passions include volleyball and tennis, sports in general. I also have a specialization in sports.
My name is Jenna. I'm a fourth-year HR student at UIT here. I'm currently a marketing manager at the Town Flooring Center, which is a small company in Pickering in Newfoundland, Ontario. And I also have my own small retail store that's pretty much an e-commerce store. And I'm very interested in marketing, and then I also compete nationally in the center.
My name is Christina Matza. I'm a fourth-year energy systems engineering management student. And this year I've been really getting into marketing and the more commerce side of high-tech products. And my passions are figure skating and long-distance running. I'm a half marathoner, hopefully in a couple of months to be a full marathoner. And, yeah.
So, my friends from Microsoft, put up your hand. Would love to get to say, find out how they can sell more products and services. Good there. Thank you, Tommy. Wait enough for me. Yeah, take a Terry Donnelly is the Chief Marketing Officer of NBC Partners, and he does a lot of advertising work for some of Canada's largest brands. A lot of his clients, might come on trouble, one of them, would love to figure out how to sell products and services to them. The youth market is a fast-growing market, very strategic for many businesses. Especially when you're about to graduate, you're going to get jobs, you need to buy a car. You need to buy a house. You need to think about life. So as a corporation, I'm highly interested in you. And so my first question is, who's engaging you today? Who's getting this right in terms of getting you engaged, getting your attention? Open topic, anyway.
Pass the mic around.
Sure.
Okay. For me personally, maybe because I've been studying them a lot in school, but also I just think they've been doing it right with some of the new campaigns they've come out with. Loblaws, they've just come out with a whole new Create More campaign, and a lot of it is really social media driven, and they've done a lot more with their social media, including their websites. So there's just a lot of interactive components to it that really makes sense for me to even keep checking back with it. So, for example, on their website, they have new recipes that they're posting every day, and they point out ingredients that they sell themselves through their private label President's Choice that you can purchase for it. So it makes sense for me to go back to their PC.ca website over and over again to see those new recipes, and to also just find out new food trends that are going on.
What's this getting this right?
All right. I guess I'll go for the easy answer here. I'm going to say Apple, and I think they're doing a good job of engaging everyone right now. I mean, I think they're the largest company in the world right now. So they got to be doing something right. And I know even if you don't use their products, most people follow their releases or their campaigns, and you know when the next iPad or iPhone is going to come out. So I think Apple is really on the ball right now with engagement.
Enjoying fashion marketing. I would say Bestseller, which is a Danish company. They sell brands such as Jack and Jones, Vera Moda, and recently they've been downsizing their Canadian operation by closing some stores and keeping the primary big ones such as Eaton Center open. But they've opened an e-commerce site, which is very convenient, especially for students. I work downtown, but sometimes I don't have access, to go to their stores all the time. Having the e-commerce site online allows me to shop and keep up with the latest fashion trends. Also, I have a very good social media presence on Twitter and Facebook, which allows me to keep up with them and engage with them. And they're very good at responding as well.
I guess I'll go with one company that makes pretty good commercials that everybody probably knows about, Skittles. Skittles has the crazy, wild commercials, not like anybody else's commercials. It's just something that doesn't matter if you buy them or not. Everybody knows about them. Everybody knows about those crazy commercials, and just it's engaging customers. Everybody talks about it. People will go, "Have you seen the Skittles commercial?" It's just something I think is interesting, and kind of, to me, it's something like never before, and opening my eyes up to different marketing tactics that you can use.
I'm really into picture blogging apps on phones, so I like to follow We Hearted. It's a picture blog. It's very simple, but it's very effective. It's kind of like Pinterest, but there's no words, it's just pictures. And I feel like Google Plus has really well integrated all of those picture blogs, so you can just easily integrate on all platforms. So I think Google Plus is actually growing really fast, and they're doing a really good job integrating all platforms.
I found that trying to create a culture or a group of people into a certain kind of culture has been an effective way of marketing. To give a specific example to explain that, I'm talking about there seems to be a running culture that has been emerging, and I've noticed a lot of great marketing coming from Garmin, a company that makes running watches that can help track your running times, your heart rate. It has a heart rate monitor and a silent system, and found that the marketing comes from bringing people together and getting them to, in person, talk about it. So word to word, and the technological side is in the promotion of bringing the groups together. And I found surprisingly something similar with the nuclear industry. It's the technology that brings people together, and the networking is the word-to-word networking is what really drives the product itself.
So I'm going to go with Samsung. How Apple only launches once or twice a year with their phones. I find Samsung, they kind of do product launches throughout the year, so the consumers are kind of constantly updated with their products, and they kind of differentiate by, instead of just having the high-end price point, they have lots of different price points with all their products, such as the tablets are offered in different price points and everything, so I think they kind of have a larger target market, which is nice, and then their continual product launches, it keeps their the customers up to date a bit more.
One of the conversations that I heard was the word brand. I heard Samsung, I heard Loblaws, I heard Apple. Tell me a little bit about the role of the brand. What does this brand have to do with your life? What does brand have to do with how you make decisions?
I think brand builds reputation. So, for example, Samsung, they started with the wearable watches. So they've integrated their technology into a different innovative technology like wearable watches, and they've integrated their own. They've used the Google Android OS and really built it into their own brand. And I think because Samsung has really built their brand with history and innovativeness, I think brand reputation has a strong hold on buyers.
That, and I think it definitely plays to the emotional side of people buy for emotional reasons, right? So even if one product isn't the greatest, but you really like their brand, I think you'd be more inclined to choose that product just because of the brand. It's the way it makes you feel and stuff like that.
I think continuing on to that with the Android system as well as teamed up with Google, so you have that second brand reputation there, and the fact that they also manufacture a lot of their components on site instead of outsourcing it, that also plays a lot to brand loyalty because then you know the technology being built not offshore.
I think for me, brand is like, it's more like about a level of trust, like, and it's different in terms of whether you use their products before, so you know how the product's going to react or how it's going to work, and so you already have that level of trust with them, so you'll go buy them again. But it's also different in that if you hear a lot of people talking about a certain brand and if they really like it, it kind of almost instills a level of trust in you that if I go and try that product, it'll probably work out okay or it'll have the quality that it's like.
Yeah, word of mouth is very powerful, I think.
I think that also helps with the trust again. When you have a strong brand loyalty, there's always the fear of the switching costs, switching to another brand if they don't meet the expectations of the current brand that they're with.
Right.
15 years ago, I used to work for one of the Canada's largest telecoms. And I had a marketing role, and one of the things I did was because the company I worked for had a brand, I also felt that I should increase my prices. And I asked you about price.
Can you repeat the last part? Sorry.
Because I worked for a company that had a big brand, I felt I should charge you, you should pay for the price because you're working with a well-branded company than a non-branded company. So if you could think about, I've never worked for Apple, but if you could think about Apple as a brand and, John Smith's computer shop